times it's not their fault. Okay? They want to be like you. They want to play. They want to mingle. Some of them want to climb things you have on the playground, but they can't do it because the way their body is designed is different from yours. But we call them warriors. You understand me? So next time you have a friend that is living with sickle cell, you don't call the person a sickler. You call the person a warrior because the person is fighting severe pains. See, that pain that the person is feeling, if they give you small like this, you will start rolling from here to that side. Then they'll be asking you, hey, John, what's wrong with you? Hey, Maria, come back. You say no, your body. You will start rolling back because the pain is severe. And at that point, the person will not be able to think right and the person will not be able. Sometimes they don't eat. Shall you understand? They don't eat because they are in severe pains. And it continues like that till they get to a certain age in their life. Some doctors will tell you that at the age of 21 it will stop. At the age of 22 it will stop. At the age of 23 it will stop. But let me tell you the truth. People living with sickle cell can live up to 90. Or you don't know. I think the oldest person will die at the age of 95 or 96.
95.
You see, she has outlived even people that were normal. The thing is that this is reality and we have to face it. People die every day. And we pray all of us will live long in Jesus' name. But we need to also show care to people living with sickle cell. I know some of you like playing inside the rain. Or am I lying? Some of you like playing inside the rain. And do you know that normally people that have sickle cell, the things that make them fall sick is that even if they play too much, they will fall sick. Sometimes they don't even play, they fall sick. They go to the house to help with chores, they fall sick. Stress alone can make them fall sick. There are things that they are limited to do, they do it. It's like they don't have, they have a certain period of when the thing starts, what they should do, what they should not do. So next time you see somebody living with sickle cell, you don't call him a sickler. You call that person what? A warrior, because the person is fighting serious crisis, serious war, and he doesn't want disruption.
They have good drip and blood for those stroke of pain that the person receives. So yes, knowing your genotype is the first element of life in terms of living through life because it's the lifestyle. Your genotype is you. Right? Now, sickle cell is not an ethnic thing. It doesn't mean that it's only either Fulani or Hausa or Yoruba that can have sickle cell. There are white people with sickle cell. There are governors with sickle cell. There are house members with sickle cell. So don't think that sickle cell can stop somebody from doing what he wants to do. But aside that, in the whole of US, there are 110,000 people living with sickle cell or their carriers. In the whole of UK, there are 25,000 people living with sickle cell or an AS or SAC or S. In Nigeria is the sickle cell capital of the world. Who can guess how many Nigerians that have sickle cell? Okay, guess the ones that have. 200,000. 250,000. Anybody has? Okay, somebody there.
Half of the country.
He said half of the country. Wow.
1 million.
1 million. Wow. By the way, India has up to 1.7 million people. Do you know the population of India? India has 1.4 billion people. So let me write Nigeria home for you, make it as. And in that 250 million, 25% of this population lives with sickle cell or carriers, and by estimation, that gives us up to 57 million people that live with sickle cell or carriers. Now, according to the statistics we have, 1,000 people, 1,000 babies are giving birth to sickle cell, with sickle cell every day in the world. And 350,000 babies are giving birth to with sickle cell in the world every year. In this number, Nigeria alone accounts for 150,000 babies every year with sickle cell. Which of the countries are poor? Nigeria, India, and there are sickle cell in the US. It is where population is. Yes, so when you have, but again, it depends on the information that people have. It is not just about the population, it is also about the information. Now we have people in Pashin and Latang and all these places. Do you think they are getting the kind of information you are getting? That's the thing. So that information matters a lot. So now see where it becomes worrisome. Because people will say, are we together? People will say they love each other. So they marry and they are both AS and they somehow end up with a child with sickle cell. But sickle cell is not something you prepare for. So when they end up with a child with sickle cell, eventually they start knowing that this condition is like this, and this child experiences certain things. For example, a child with SC genotype, most of their problem is what we call retinopathy. They can go blind easily. And some sickle cell patients can go deaf easily. You see how it is? But aside that, in 150,000 babies, most of them die before their 5th birthday. You know why? it sickle cell that is killing them? It is an infection. There is an infection called salmonella. It affects people living with sickle cell more. But we experience salmonella because it's a class of infections, different types of infections. Now, somehow in 150,000 babies that are born with sickle cell, close to 90,000 of them die before they are 50 pregnant. And yet we still have the most sickle cell patients in the world. So one of the reasons we are talking to you is because you need to grow and know that this is what genotype is, and you know your own genotype and you don't fit into this place.